You should probably just buy the Pathfinder, but let's take a look at this Nissan Murano. I'll include a link to the Nissan and Orem website in the description down below. They're providing us with this Murano. Let's get right into it. This week's giveaway highlight is a supercharged Silverado High Country and a Corvette Z06. If you're interested, use code BHC or click the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment to get 4x bonus entries on any donation $25 or more. Under the hood is a turbo 2-liter 4-cylinder that goes through a 9-speed, fuel economy is 20 around town, 27 on the highway, with power outputs being 241 horsepower and then 260 pound-feet of torque. We're closing in on 500,000 subscribers. I'd really appreciate it if you'd help out with that. Very boxy hood design, that is for sure. And then the lights are split up. You've got the headlights up top, and then you kind of have the accent lighting down below that bleeds into the grille. You also have the Nissan logo with some white. Kind of looks like a futuristic car, but it's also just funky looking in a way. I don't know. Tire wheel setup is 255 by 50 by 21. Pretty big wheels. You've got black, some gray there too. And you'll note the mirror caps, the trim at the bottom, it's all painted. So it definitely gives the Murano a more premium appearance. Now when it comes to key fob features, you've got the Nissan logo. We have a remote start, lock and unlock, and then the opening for the hatch. Cargo cover built in from the factory. I'm pretty sure the seats fold down flat. Yeah, would you look at that? It folds down flat. But yeah, massive cargo area. This is one of the big benefits of the Murano. It's a 2-row, but it's a spacious 2-row. So the taillights arc across into this kind of like light bar effect. And by the way, the opening for the hatch is that little button right there. That will cap things off for the exterior. Let's now check out the interior. We've got a sunshade here for the rear passengers. Lots of soft touch. This trim's kind of cool looking. But yeah, fancy door panel. The seats have stitching. They're perforated down the center as well. Legroom back here is good. We've got some vents in the center, USB ports, heated seats. There's a little storage pocket on the one side. The sunroof does get in the way of the headroom, and also the slope design to an extent. Keyless entry for up front, and let's check it out. Blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. You also have memory seats. The mirrors power folds in, and then you've got more of that nice trim on the door panel. Perforated all down the center portion. You've got power adjustments on the side with lumbar support. Heads-up display. We also have our steering assist, the opening for the hatch, and then the steering wheel is power adjustable. And let's fire up that 4-cylinder. Bada bing, bada boom. 2-spoke design with the steering wheel. You've got a bunch of practical controls on it, including cruise control, volume controls, paddles on the back. You can control that screen or that screen just switching through the little toggle setup. Full digital gauge cluster, which means that it's somewhat customizable. You also have some drive modes that you can go through as well. 360 camera system, good resolution with the camera itself. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system, you've got a shortcut bar here on the side. And I mean, it's quick to respond, that's for sure. Stuff like the heated seats and the heated steering wheel are built into the screen. This does have cooled seats as well. There's lots of nice trim on the dash with this. And then below that, we've got a bunch of physical controls for like the volume. And these are on a haptic feedback tab for these buttons, so kind of an interesting experience to use that. Some USB ports, phone charging pad. We've got a transmission select with the buttons, D-mode select right next to it, camera button, auto stop start, some cup holders, a little bit of storage there, and then center console's got plenty of storage. There's also more underneath here. It's very spacious. And then we do have a panoramic sunroof as well. 2026 Murano Platinum, $52,985. Let's see how the Murano performs. Let us set off in the Murano Platinum. Who buys this? I don't know. Like, I don't know who Nissan's, I mean, like, is it just boomers? Maybe. But it's like every other vehicle that Nissan has, like, it makes sense to me in terms of who would buy it. You know, you look at a Frontier, right? Mid-size pickup truck. Armada, right? Big family vehicle. You look at the Sentra and Versa, you know, affordable commuter type car. You look at the Rogue, well, everyone loves crossovers in that size category because they get good fuel economy, they have good space, and, you know, they're not too big to where it's cumbersome to drive. It's just a great size of vehicle. Pathfinder, great 3-row. And then you look at this turbo 4-cylinder, and it's a 2-row. And it's like, who's buying this? Who is this for? I don't know. It does have acoustic glass up front, which is nice. It's an insulated car. This is very comfortable. The seats are comfortable. It's very luxury. Think about the Muranos, it's very luxury. But yeah, you get the turbo lag. Like the V6 that they have in the Frontier, and then it's a little bit of a different V6 in the Pathfinder. Much better performance. Those both have 9 speeds. Like why go for a 4-cylinder turbo? Like the Murano used to have a CVT. They finally give it a 9-speed, and they're like, yeah, but guess what? Turbo 4-cylinder. We ain't giving you the V6. It's like, come on. What are you thinking, Nissan? You get rid of the V6, and you finally give this a good... Sorry, you get rid of the CVT, finally give us a good transmission, and you get rid of the V6 too. Seems a little bit backwards to me. I mean, it can scoot, but still a 4-cylinder turbo. Still kind of feels, I don't know, angry at the top end. I will say this drives nice though. The car itself is it's a pretty nice setup. Pretty good performance. So interesting. Very interesting. Oh, that's why. That's why. I guess to conclude, because I made the wrong turn. Can't get over that. Don't have 4x4. The Murano. You know, I think it drives well. Looks funky. And like I said, I just don't know who Nissan's building this for. Like, if they're building this for old people, like, okay, but I don't know. If you're an old person, comment. It's like, is this something you're interested in? Because this is like a lot of screen. That's the thing that confused me is apparently like the average new car buyer is like getting older and older because young people can't afford anything, right? Just the world we live in. And yet with cars, they keep adding more and more tech. And so it's like, wait, the people that spent most of their lives without computers, you think that they want their car to be like a big computer? What? So yeah, let me think about all of that. That's the Murano. It's a boomermobile, but I don't know if boomers actually like it.